how to sew a t-shirt dress. In this video I'm going to show you how to sew a cool little t-shirt dress for a child using a used t-shirt or a store-bought t-shirt you can pick up at Walmart for $3 to $5 for children's sizes. So first things first, you will need some pretty material, scissors, pins, a measuring tape, thread, and your sewing machine, of course. And it is best to watch this video from start to finish before starting your sewing project. So let's get started. So just to let you know, you can pick up some pretty cool used kids t-shirts at Value Village or your local thrift store. And you can find some pretty cool material online or at your local fabric shop. So you will need about 39 inches of fabric, or 1.5 to 2 times the width of the bottom portion of your t-shirt. Don't forget to count the front and back in this total. The 1.5 to 2 times is dependent on the amount of pleating and fullness you would like to see in the skirt. So for this project I used a t-shirt for a 4 to 5-year-old and used 39 inches wide of fabric. For the length of the skirt you will need 13 inches if you are also creating your dress for a 4 or 5-year-old. If the child is older, you can adjust it accordingly to your taste, depending on how long you would like the skirt to be. And it's a good idea to press your fabric with an iron first, so everything will sit nice and flat. Now do a zigzag stitch along the top of your material to start. Now lay your pretty material under the foot of your sewing machine, and with a long string of thread at the beginning, before you begin to sew a straight line across the 39 inches, about 3/4 inches down from the top of your fabric using a loose stitch. Now leave a long string of thread at the end as well, as you will need this to pull the pleats. For the loose stitch, as an example, I have my Brother machine set to 0 and 9 or 10, sometimes 11, depending on the material. You can play around with this on a sample piece before you start your dress to be on the safe side. We are making the pleats, and to make the pleats we will be sewing 2 rows of loose straight stitching. One row 3/4 inches from the top, and the next row about 1/2 an inch below the first row, making sure they do not cross over each other. The second row is a backup for the first row in case the string breaks. You want to make sure you have a backup in place just in case. You don't want to be pulling the string of thread and then have it break on you while making the pleats. That won't be any fun. So once you've completed sewing 2 straight rows, simply take one end of the strand of thread and pull it, or hold it while you pull the material as shown here in the video to make your pleats. Work it through to about halfway and then do the same thing on the other side. Then tie the threads together at each side so your pleats stay put. Now your skirt should look something like this. Now you're going to sew the sides of your skirt together and using a straight stitch. Simply fold your skirt with printed good sides facing each other so your skirt appears to be inside out. Place your skirt about 2 to 3 inches up from the bottom of your t-shirt and ensure it is a good fit. Once you've made any necessary adjustments, then pin it in place and then sew a straight stitch of regular tension down the side of your skirt, making sure to reverse at the beginning and the end to secure your stitching in place. Now we are going to pin it to the t-shirt part. I should mention, if you want to add lace to the bottom of your dress, now would be a good time to do this before sewing the sides of your skirt together. I won't go over that in this video, as there are plenty of other videos online to teach you how to do that. Now you can sew over top of the pleats to help them stay in place. You can turn your skirt inside out so the printed fabric is facing each other, and place your skirt upside down as shown in the video, lining it up with your tank top, which is right side out. After lining it up, pin the skirt in place, lining up the side seam of the t-shirt with the seam of your skirt. Place the seam of the skirt slightly to the back so it is offset and won't show in the front when your girl wears it. Start sewing the skirt to the t-shirt, starting at the side seam and going all the way around. Now just zigzag the bottom of your skirt and do a 1.5 inch hem, and you're all done. Here's what your finished t-shirt dress should look like. You can make all kinds of these using tank tops for hotter days and t-shirts for cooler days. And you can make all kinds of print variations using various fabrics. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please look for my next video on how to make a super easy cute bow. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, fun, and easy. And please come back again for more. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.